So I'm getting ready to head out on my road trip, but there are a few things that I would like to get done to good old Krusty here before I go. And one of those things is preserving or sealing the hood. The hood is a topic of conversation anywhere I go with Krusty. People want to know if I did it on purpose, if it's painted, and if not, then they like to know how I did it or how the hood got this way. So I would like to preserve this before it gets worse because it is rust. And then I'm also going to be removing the decals here and here with a heat gun. I have never used a heat gun before, so I'm going to remove the decals and spray paint a clear coat over the rust of the hood and then reattach some new decals. Now the problem with these decals is that they've been on there for so long that the name Krusty is gonna be kind of faded into the hood. And so I've got to come up with a way to make this part even. I think I can do a mixture of salt, vinegar, and water in a spray bottle and just kind of spray it on this and let it soak for an hour or two and then wash it off. But I haven't quite got to that yet. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to use the same font for my decals or if I'm going to use a different font. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm ordering covers to go over these, the door hinges, and also the door handles. And I'm going to spray paint those the color that I want. I want it to be a specific color, and they don't sell them in that color, so I am going to make my own color. So this is all rust. I do need to wash it before I seal it. But yeah, that's all rust. And so I want to seal this because if it keeps rusting out, it's going to eventually get really bad and probably get some holes in it. And I want to keep this as long as I can. So I was originally going to try and match this part here with this part up here, but I've since changed my mind. I'm just going to make the decal stickers big enough to cover this section up, and then as far as this is concerned, I'm actually going to make a compass that's bigger than this area right here, like a sticker compass, and just stick it right there to cover that up. So next, I'm going to go ahead and mask all of these off before I spray paint the clear coat. All right, I got everything all masked off here as best as I could. And now I'm going to start painting, but first I need to shake my paint can with this thing. So this is a little contraption that my husband made. He took a Sawzall blade and welded it to whatever this thing is. He made this, also welded this together. But the paint can...
So the tape is on there on the bench. You know the awesome thing looking in there?
What's the awesome thing? Is that a spark plug?
No, this is a fixer shower. Now I know what to get.
Oh. Awesome.
Awesome. Oh yeah, that's just one more thing that I did for you. And you lost it.
What? Oh, that
That's
thing?
fair.
Yeah. How many times do I wrap it?
I just do it a couple times. However many times you want to unwrap it when you're dead. It's not going anywhere. You don't want to shake it at full speed anyways.
Okay. Now that the can is in there, hold on for dear life. Is that too fast?
No, hold it like that, then you don't have any force.
You broke it.
No, that comes out.
No. More times?
Yep.
And the paint that I'm using is the Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Coverage Gloss Clear. So it's just going to be a clear coat over the hood. I'm gonna let that sit for a while, go run some errands really quick, and then I will come back, do quite a few more coats. I'm not sure exactly how many, but that's just the first coat. Another thing that I wanted to do was add door handles and hinges with an accent color, but I wanted it to be a specific color. And so what I did is I bought the handles and the hinges on Amazon in black. And then I sanded them very lightly with a fine grit sandpaper, just real finely to kind of get rid of the shine. And then once that was done, I just kind of wiped them off so that there wasn't any dust left over, so that when I spray painted them the color that I wanted, it would stick and there wouldn't be any dust particles on the door handles. I also created some new name decals that I wanted using my Cricut. It was not easy to say the least, but I am happy with how they turned out. I had to make them in 3 different sections because the name tag is so large. The first one I did have to finagle it a little bit to make it look right, but in the end, it looks okay. I don't know if you can hear that music, but my husband does not like the colors that I am putting on the Jeep, so he's making fun of me. But anyways, enough about that. So I have put 4 cans of spray paint clear coat on this, and half of it looks good, the other half doesn't. So this half right here looks really good. There's no streaks or anything. And then this half over here, I don't know if it shows up, but it has streaks. Yes, I heard that. And so I don't know. I'm gonna try and just work on the area that has the streaks, see if I can fix it a little bit. But if not, this is the last can that I'm buying because I need to call this done. It doesn't look terrible, but I can see it. I notice it. So I'm going to do one more coat on this half over here, and hopefully that fixes the problem. All right, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I think that actually looks pretty decent. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna come back to it and see what it looks like. I've also made the decal that's going to go right there. It's actually kind of neat. I like it. I can't wait to get this all back together and then put the final mods, if you will, on the Jeep. All right, so this is the finished product here, and I am so happy with it. Just doing that little bit of touch up over here has made a huge difference. I like the way that it looks. It looks really even. It looks clean. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this cloth right here, and it's damp. And I don't know if you can see it, but this clear coat has kind of left a sort of dusty residue. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to wipe this whole thing down because I want to get the stickers on and then I want to put it back on the Jeep. But yeah, so I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's going to look really good out in the sun. And I'm glad that I decided to go ahead and spray paint it and keep it as it is.
Gosh, look at how much the rust popped off. That's so cool. You can't replicate that.
I know. Okay, so as you've already seen, I did the custom name decals already, and then for the center piece here, which had a sticker already there and it kind of rested differently, I made this. It's just a tree of life, and that is going to basically be centered right in there. And I think that's a cool little decal that I made to kind of cover up that centerpiece and just add a little character to it.
Wow. She glows.
Hell yeah. Will you hold here while I peel from down here? Every time. Here.
Look at you laugh. He likes the joke.
All right, so there's just one more thing that I have to do, and that's basically get your opinion. I would really love it if you just left me a comment down below letting me know what you think. This here is what my name decal is going to look like, minus this white part. It's just temporarily on there for now. And then my husband hates this. I like it. So this is all temporary for right now. I can just pull it off because I don't want to make anything permanent if it's not something that I'm going to keep. And no matter what, it can come off anyways, but I'm curious to know. So this is what I want to do to the Jeep. And this is what Adam wants. So I would love your opinion. Oh, and can we just talk about the hood? The hood looks absolutely awesome. My decal up there that covered the center rust spot, but I really, really enjoy the way that it turned out. It's very shiny, as you can see, and I think it's going to make the patina last a lot longer until we do decide to get a new hood. And that's another thing with doing this, you know, the colors and everything, is that if we decide, when we decide to get a new hood, this can all be replaced. It's not permanent. So I just like that extra pop of color. I don't know. You let me know what you think. Honest opinions, because I like it one way and he likes it the other way. So let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be hitting the road soon. Stick around for that.